Good evening, and welcome to the third Ministry Lockdown Bulletin. At the end of last week's bulletin, you may believe you saw one of our senior advisors, Arthur Goodenough, shoot his nurse. I believe Arthur had no alternative other than to follow his instincts, and I won't mark him down for that. In every respect, he has acted responsibly, legally, and with integrity. Any suggestion otherwise is palpably false. And now, a look at high-level crisis planning during last week's cursed water incident. Mesmerist, we need an emergency broadcast.
Right. When for, sir?
God damn it, write the dam now. There's been a curse placed on the water supply. We've got to turn off the dam water until the Hex department can clear it, and that's not going to be until Monday, because that's when Helen's replacement starts.
Oh, lovely Helen. Wait. H2, oh my god. You're going to turn off the water, but, and correct me if I'm wrong, don't we need water to live?
Yes.
Well, that's going to send things to the HE to the double L.
It's going to be carnage is what it's going to be. People smashing the cheese out of each other in the bottled water aisle. Get a case of bottled water.
Yeah, while the clever bastards hoover up the lemonade and celery soup. Oh, aren't water chestnuts canned in water?
Are they? Get a case of water chestnuts.
If you don't mind me saying so, sir, your calm looks like a puppy in a car crash. Do you want me to restore your zen?
Absolutely not. The point is we need to redirect people's acquisition anxiety.
Oh, here we go. What to now? Surely people have got enough baked beans to last to the next apocalypse.
Now hear me out. Can we do toilet paper again?
Don't make me gaze off screen in despair. No, that won't work twice. Vegetables?
Don't be a fool. People actually need vegetables.
Cocktail cherries.
Under no circumstances will we suffer a drought of cocktail cherries on my watch.
Got it. Yeast.
Damn it, that's goddamn brilliant. Now broaddamn cast it. Write the damn now.
As you wish, sir. Cut off the water supply and transmit on all frequencies. Though they may be as dry as desert rats, I'll have them hoarding yeast like it was gold dust. Crisis managed. Now listen up. You're thirsty. Dry as a bone left in a particularly hot spot, in a warm room that's in a toasty house that's in hell. But there's one solution. Get the oven on and start baking. But what's this? No yeast. Ignore everything and get yeast. Feast on yeast. Now go.
That's how it's done. Mr. Eckerslike from the Cleanup and Wet Work department has some very important messages for you.
No, you keep digging. I've got to do this bulletin for idiots in head office. Not with that face, mate, no. Right, listen up. Jebediah Eckerslike here from the Cleanup and Wet Work department, or CLAW for short. Not, as you Tweed botherers see fit to call us, the Wombles. You're not everyday folk, neither's the mess you leave behind. Frankly, it beggars belief that we have to make this broadcast at all. But for a bunch of folk highly enamoured with reading, it seems precious few have read the pamphlet on cleaning up your own mess. Nige, no, you can't burn it. What? For the same reason we don't burn tyres, you... Dig. Right, where was I? Obviously, our operations have been affected by the virus. Our disposal and reclamation unit under Pendle Hill is unfortunately under scrutiny and capacity is highly reduced, as is our ability to successfully blend in with civilians. This means that we are only available for large-scale clean-ups. You have to dispose of your own everyday detritus for the foreseeable. I know that's a shock for you lot, but you have to. This can then be collected by our cryo vehicles, which are now fully liveried as supermarket delivery vans. You must, and I cannot stress this enough, check it is in fact one of our vehicles before depositing your waste. We will not have a repeat of Lewisham. Luckily, the housewife in question thought they'd substituted her calamari for a live version and only one soul was slightly charred. But blood and sand people, you're supposed to be the clever ones. Oh, hold on. It'll not fit like that, mate. You'll have to chop at least 5 of those legs off. Interns. Right, I know some of you only see in ultraviolet spectrums, but that is no excuse for the flagrant disregard for the bin system. Know your bins, people. For the love of Murgatroyd. We've got enough on with this whole Ruby Leach debacle. No, nice, they haven't found, no. Something about gas. Blue bins are for consecrated waste only. Just one piece of unholy flotsam taints the entire batch. For the time being, this waste is being disposed of in pet cemeteries, and I don't need to remind you what happened the last time unprocessed items were secreted there. For a folk with a disposition for keeping the secrets, you'd think you'd be more bothered with not leaving a trail of evidence. I still can't believe they let you run around with a memory wipe when they can't even get ectoplasm off an antique rug. So, for the last bleeding time, stay alert, don't stray off path, leave no trace.
Thank you, Mr. Eckerslike. We have redeployed a number of the Ministry's alien big cats to help with enforcing social distancing during the lockdown. Aren't they magnificent? And also incredibly lethal and very hungry. No clean-up required after these fellows' meals, Mr. Eckerslike would be pleased to hear. Keep the secrets. Protect the realm from the secrets. Use the secrets against our enemies. Thank you. Good night.